Hello, everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope everybody is doing all right. Hello, Bubble Tea. What's up? What's up? Hello. How is everybody? Switch to a more upbeat song. Yeah. So, I would have streamed that State of Play the other day, but I couldn't because I was at work. I basically watched that State of Play over the course of like 3 hours. It took me a minute to get through it all. But it was really good. We'll get the P4 remake, let's be real. But no, that State of Play was great. I wish I could have streamed it. Digimon, awesome. Final Fantasy Tactics, awesome. I hate that it's releasing right next to Digimon because I've always wanted to play FF Tactics. And this seems like the best way to do it. But Digimon, not only is that like 10 years basically in the making, but also I gotta do something for that for the channel. That old selling you on Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth video, that still does numbers for me. That still does well. I still get comments on that. So, yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. But yeah, that was awesome. Romeo is a dead man. Looks rad as hell. Silent Hill F looks cool. I'm really curious how the story in that's going to go, because it's Ryukishi 07. Everyone always talks about Umineko. I've never seen or read or done anything with Umineko, but I love Higurashi. I love Higurashi, so I'm curious to see what he does with Silent Hill. New Bloodstained. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm very excited for that. Graphically, I still think it looks it still looks not perfect, but I think it looks better than Ritual of the Night. I think it looks better than Ritual of the Night. I just wish it's like close, but it's not 100% where I would like it to be. I still don't think it looks bad though. Not at all. I've never really fully thought it looked bad. In particular because it's an indie game. What else was there? Let me pull up the PlayStation YouTube. I think Marvel Toucan? Marvel 4. That looks cool. I'm not really into fighting games, so cool. I am already seeing the hypocrisy and the thing Japan on Twitter. So, you know, that's always great. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it of things that are like specifically I want to go out of my way just to mention. Yeah, I'm excited. Things are cool. Good State of Play. Now, let's hope Jeffy boy can follow it up with something good. I fully expect Persona 4 remake. P4R. Sakura Wars, I'm not. Didn't the last Sakura Wars bomb? Didn't it bomb? I do think we will get some like showing from Sega here. Not just in terms of Persona, but also I am confident there's going to be a new Sonic Racing Crossworlds trailer that will probably reveal more of what leaked last week. You know, the Sonic in a Sonic game. Whoa. No, the SpongeBob stuff. I'm predicting that is going to be day one DLC. And the base game will actually just be Sonic characters. Oh, the Sakura Wars reboot did do well? I did not pay attention to that one. I just knew it was Taite Kubo. Is Burn the Witch, like, was that ever supposed to be anything more than just a 4-chapter thing in a movie? Because the way they were promoting it, it really felt like the plan is that this was going to be the setup for his new ongoing series. But, like, it just fell off the face of the planet. They were just going so hard on that thing. Oh yeah, I'm growing my beard out again. It's been like 3 years. It's been 3 years since I last had a beard, so I've been thinking about it for a little bit, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I did get a Switch 2, but it's not here yet. It's coming tomorrow. I ordered from Target. It's coming tomorrow. I did, however, give me a moment. I did get the GameCube controller, wireless GameCube controller. I'm gonna open it tomorrow when I get Switch 2, and I'm gonna play F-Zero GX because I've always wanted to play it. What song is this? Wrong one. Oh, imagine if they put out Deltarune 5 and 6 on this. Yeah, I have been. By the way, I have been playing Deltarune. Only on Chapter 3. I haven't gotten to Chapter 4 yet. It's delightful. It's delightful so far. It is delightful. I've been working these last few days. Today's my first day off, and even then today, I've been kind of running around, so I haven't really had time to sit down and play it today. But basically, once this stream is over, I'm just going to be playing Deltarune tonight. And that's going to kind of be the game I'm playing until my Switch 2 shows up. God, Mega Man 0. I started playing Mega Man 04 yesterday because I was bored at work. I bring my Switch to work, and once it gets to the late hours, as long as everything is done, they allow me to just kind of go over and sit down and just kind of hang out, you know, do whatever, play on my phone or pull out my Switch or something. And I was bored, and I was just like, I'm gonna just start Mega Man 04 because that's the only Zero game in the ZX Legacy collection. It didn't let you like it? That's weird. That's weird. YouTube is dumb. YouTube is dumb. By the way, the video that I keep teasing in my last couple of videos, the whole using a soldering iron on a Jack Frost, that video is coming out next week. That video is coming out next week. It is practically done. I need like 2 more things. It's like 2 more things, and then it'll be done. Why? I don't know why I have this screwdriver here, but I do. It just needs 2 more things, and then it'll be out next Friday. There's a reason why this video is like delayed a month. I even said, oh, my next video, back at the end of April, I put out a video saying like, hey, my next video, it'll probably be out early May. I don't see any reason why it'd be delayed. Let's just say I talk about that in the video. Some shit went down. Some shit went down. Ah, man. Yes, I did. Yes, Ace. I did see the state of play. I thought it was pretty good. Digimon, Bloodstained, Final Fantasy Tactics, even Silent Hill F looked pretty cool. Romeo is a dead man. Oh, the hell yeah. No. Really good state of play. I would have streamed it if I wasn't working, but I was working that day, so yeah. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any P6 news. I think it's just going to be P4 remake. Which, it makes sense. Literally just do what you did with the original P4, reuse all those assets, reuse that engine, reuse that framework, quick turnaround remake. The problem is that P4 was not, like, there were other games ahead of P4 that came in on that remake list that they used as motivation to remake P3. Oh yeah, Delta also still looks really cool. Hopefully it comes out and it's in its good shape. I'm going to... I'm still on the fuck Konami train. It's been a decade, and I'm still on the fuck Konami train. I'm going to get that pre-owned at any local game store. I'm not paying Konami. Changed. You know, I should probably take the music now playing thing from my starting soon and BRB screens and just move it over here. Cause like I can just like hide it. Jesus Christ. I can just like hide it whenever it does, like I mute it or whatever, because like I want to be able to see what song is playing, because I can hear what you guys are hearing music wise, but at the same time it's like I don't want to keep having to tab back and forth between starting soon and BRB. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna move it over here and set it up. So there we go. And where should I move it? I'm gonna just put it there for right now. I'll figure something out later. Yeah, I'll just put it there for now. When they remake it forward, they add the golden features. The cynic in me is gonna say DLC. The answer will be yes, but it'll be DLC. And if they do that, there's actually no excuse. I will be boycotting that because no fucking excuse. No fucking excuse. But let's be positive. Let's be positive. Let's be hopeful. Let's say, yeah, they include it. And I specifically mean the story stuff, by the way. In terms of gameplay, it will carry over all of the gameplay additions and the enhancements and quality of life stuff that was added in the original Golden. That will still be there. But in terms of like Marie, DLC. That is what the cynic in me is going to say. I still don't believe them when they say that we decided to add to go back and put the answer in the game as DLC because fans really wanted it. You know, we were like, man, fans are so supporting this. We should add this back in, you know, and they made the extra money to go in and put it in and blah, 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 blah. I don't believe that for a frickin' second. No, I believe it when they say that they were originally planning on putting the answer in there and then they had to cut it for one reason or another. For pricing-wise or time-wise or whatever. I believe when they say that. But when it comes to like why they put it back in, I'm going to say that no, you added it back in because Sega probably pushed you to be like, hey, we really, 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 really want you to start doing DLC season passes because that's what we've been doing for our other games and it's worked really, really well, so you should do it. And then they were like, okay, well, people want the answer, so let's just do the answer. And then they put the spin on it as saying like, oh, we did this because you fans wanted it so bad and we are listening to you. Up there. Episode Adachi. Oh my god, man. Ace, you make a good point. You make a good point. I still think they would do it. What version of Tactics am I going to play? So that's the thing. I need to look into it more. If the enhanced version is just kind of like, oh, we put a filter over the sprites and they all look all like oily and gross and Vaseline now, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing that. I would much rather prefer just straight sprites. Just the straight sprites as they were. However, it's a little hard to tell based on what I've seen so far, and I need to look into it more. Is voice acting only in the enhanced version? Because I do want the voice acting. I do want the voice acting and the widescreen and like all the enhancements. I just don't want those fucking graphics. Yeah, nope. cool. Bye. My roommate is going to go get the boy. And by boy, I mean our 29-year-old friend of ours whose car is in the shop, and he needs a ride over to the shop to pick it up. Was there voice acting as part of, like, the PSP version or something? I know the PSP version had a brand new localization that was more faithful. Jesus Christ, I just loaded up my YouTube subscription feed. I am not kidding. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different streams, all for Summer Games Fest. Subtitles, test. Holy shit. I don't know where you're all. Probably not. Ace, I am getting a Switch 2 technically down the line, and by technically I mean it's coming tomorrow. Test. I did get this though. Hatsune Miku. Is this song gonna give me copyright stricken? I don't know what the deal is with Miku licensed songs. I just grabbed it from a Sega CD. Bye, again. I'm gonna just skip this song because I don't know what the legality is on Miku songs. I'm a Teto boy. No! I knocked over the GameCube. Jesus, it keeps going. Test. Turn that off. Speaking of GameCube and Switch 2, Wind Waker. We're never getting Wind Waker HD on anything other than the Wii U. I'm going to look up if the PSP port of Tactics had voice acting or not. Nintendo is offering free replacements for drifting Joy-Con 2 controllers. The Switch 2 controller still includes the same part causing drift in the older models. Are you fucking serious, Nintendo? Okay, so what it says is the PSP version of Tactics had full audio voice acting for the video sequences in the game. Not every cutscene. Now let me make sure this new one actually is like it's full voice acting straight up. Evilise Chronicles, developed by Square Enix, the remaster includes an updated script and story, gameplay additions, including an easier difficulty and options to increase field visibility, updated graphics, and full voice acting. Full voice acting, there we go. The original game is included with the localization used in the War of the Lions. Multiple original staff return, including Kazutoyo Maihiro as director, Matsuno as writer and script editor, and Minagawa as art director. Yoshida returned to draw new cover art featuring Ramza and Delita. I didn't realize the Xbox Showcase was on Sunday. I guess I'll be streaming that too. Yeah, P3 got revealed. Tactica got revealed at Summer Games Fest, and P3 got revealed at Xbox. That's what it was. 2 years ago, that's what it was. Well, here we go. If you guys can hear the stream, can't hear the stream, let me know.
To the stage, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date, and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours,
I really hope Dante is disappointed.
Of dozens of games
2 hours!
From studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything, including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take
Dante
a moment to
chooses
recognize
Summer
just how
Games
dynamic
Fest
our
over
industry has become. Here's
a
look at the
three-way
top
with
10
2 hot
selling
bisexual
games
women
on
at the
Steam
same time.
So far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games. Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at #1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork.
Is it
in
groundbreaking?
Uppsala,
Because it
Sweden.
seems like it's just
Closely
kind of every
trailing it
other
is
one of
Schedule
these,
One
like,
from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by
isn't
side
it
with
just Lethal
heavyweights
Company?
like Monster Hunter Wilds.
Isn't
and the
it
Oblivion
essentially
remake.
just Lethal Company?
Absolutely.
From what I've seen?
Now let's also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
They might
play
get some nominations
Split
at the end of the
Fiction.
year.
Hey,
We're not
Matt, what's
there
up?
yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest user Metacritic score ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to
Ubisoft.
forge their own path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion,
You didn't miss anything,
freedom,
Ginkgo. It just
and
started.
a small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
You think you're the Harbinger. You might be.
Dark Souls.
They know naught of your nature. You're a weapon, child. They'll worship you until you fail. Then what?
Then you must go back and find your body so you can regain what you lost.
Hey, Mortal Shell 2. You're right about that, Matt.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come. But right now, the end, the Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope. You and your friends can join the fight. Here's the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death
I think I
Star
saw,
Sabotage.
Superman and Tim Drake Robin, of all Robins, is going to be added to Fortnite, which, of course, Superman's going to show up. I think it's weird that it's Tim Drake Robin specifically.
Hit him with everything you've got.
Wow, that was nothing.
Jonesy, all right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
You made that sound like... You made that sound like it was anyone else.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour begins at Summer Game Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2.
I'm excited for Death Stranding too, though.
So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、コロナを体験したと思う
Everyone
ので、
experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So,
新しいつながりというか、
I wanted to
それをも
show
う一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Not Solid Snake. I'm still stranding after all this time.
Over here, please. No
Hey,
smoking,
Brodo.
please. So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For living?
I'm a porter.
So thank you. Very good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive. Stop! 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 Stop!
So much mystery. Well, that was a clip from the game, a cutscene.
What the
We saw
fuck was
first glimpse
that?
Of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here.
What the fuck
Tell
was
us a little bit
that?
more about this clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
DS2 で非常に重要な
That was
In
nonsense.
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
ちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって
So they have
これ
this
が物語に
deep connection.
Wait, cancer?
and reveals
で前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど
on
マツさんがや
DS1,
って
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的に
Mats.
は彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で
by story, you
2では
know,
出せ
he
ない
will not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マ
this
ツさ
time,
んの代わりというか
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Mats
します
did for DS2
で
this
クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので
And Cliff was a very
ク
popular
リフを超え
character.
るような キャラク
But
タ
I
ーを作
think
ろうとして、まあ、ルカさん
we
にお
have
願
to
い
kind
し
of
て、
like top that
結構いい
character.
キャラクタ
So
ー
Luca
だったと
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技もして
it
いた
was
だい
great.
て
He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
も
Neil,
う
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by
Yeah, it's at
many
the end of
members
this month.
the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
ニールのゲームプレイシーンっていう
Yes,
のを
I'll
出し
show
ま
you
すので
the gameplay scene of
見
Neil.
に来てください。
So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent.
It
All
was
right,
just such a
thank
weird
you so
scene
much.
to
Hideo
share. It
Kojima,
was like
everyone. Great to see you,
nothing.
Mr. Kojima. Thank you. All right, and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Oh, my roommate's gonna be excited about this. He loves Friends Per Second.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen.
Yeah, all that completionist stuff. It was
I sought no war.
so frustrating.
But war found
I
me.
don't think there was any malicious anything with Gerard. I think it was more so just incompetence.
I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths
I think it was just
once
willful
taken,
incompetence.
have only one ending.
Well, what sucks about it is that I think the whole like completionist angle is a very
There is only
like
death.
yeah, I would like to know how this game is from a completionist aspect. What is completion? What is
That's my story.
all of this? Is it a good as a like a straightforward just play it, or is it good to just play the game as is? While it's terrible as completion? I still think people are too hard on Gerard, but not in the sense of like, what he
a
did
very
wasn't
cool new project in a
but more in the
brutal
sense of I
European medieval
genuinely
world.
think it was just incompetence.
Now it's time to
I don't
hang
think
on to the
anything
edge
malicious
of tomorrow. Sonic
intended there.
Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Mrs. Puff and Plankton. I am still excited for this. This looks really cool. And also, if IDW characters are in it, fuck yes. IDW comics are incredible. Bye-bye. Of course. This is just Sonic Sega All-Stars again.
Time for me to win this.
Why is everything coming out in September?
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
I thought he was about to say Yuji
Thank you,
Naka.
Jeff. I'm honored to be here to talk about our latest Sonic Racing game.
Hey, Glenn.
Sonic Racing Cross World is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team and the Sega Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand new experience from the new future travel ring, which you can warp in the race. Also, unlike another kart racing game, this game will have online cross-platform matchmaking. So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Yeah, leaked. That's not even.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft. Well, I gotta laugh. That's all I want. That's all I want. Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on a journey across a dark fantasy world and uncover a
New
vast
Tales?
story that eclipses time.
New Tales? No. Not at all. I was thinking Tales because it's been a minute since we got a Tales of game. Not Souls. Anime Not Souls.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world,
What was the name of that? What was the name of that Anime Souls game from years ago? Is this a sequel to it or
our
something?
hopes lost long ago.
Code Vein. That was it.
But you have the power to change all of this.
Yeah, this is Code Vein too.
If time were a weapon to wield,
That or
could you undo
Anime
the
Souls.
sins of ruin?
Not Anime Souls. Anime Souls.
In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
I don't know. You know, I hope Joker isn't the only Atlas thing. Like genuinely, not even a matter of like, well, I don't want this. No, like Atlas has multiple franchises. I hope it's not just Joker, and then a bunch of Persona characters. Yep, Code Vein 2. I hope there is genuinely like more Atlas rep than just Persona. Put Will Metaphor in there. Put Nahobino in there. Put Jack Frost. I get the feeling that game might actually be the Sega Super game that they kept talking about a while ago. Because a racing game is the kind of thing that you could keep that as like a platform to just keep going and making new shit for. I think that's what Nintendo plans on doing with Mario Kart World. Yeah, Little Nightmares. It's like top-down Little Nightmares. With
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of
just
Mouse.
actually Mickey Mouse.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
This is
There
really
are
cool.
those who have bent the city to their will,
Dumb wise guys and fake cheese wheels.
and those who do anything to save it.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy.
Ah, of course, Troy Baker.
Here we go.
Troy Baker, I feel like you could probably get on any project so long as it's
Another
something
role for Troy
like
Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now
that
comes the
looks-
announcement of another ambitious project from this independent
Or, like,
Australian
seems
developer.
like,
We've been
whoa,
talking to them
this is
for a
interesting.
while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
You may think you know how the game
Troy Baker
is
is
played.
actually going to be playing a character
This
in
is
a
not the game you know.
audiobook adaptation of a comic I read. And I think that's really weird that he's in that.
This is your legacy.
If you showed that to me, I would just think that's just Lord of the Rings. Like that specific shot, I would just be like, is that Lord of the Rings?
You decide who wins and who dies.
Yeah, it's a PC RTS. Though I will say, an animation like this does also make me think of like, this looks like some mobile game. Oh no, the bad guy won. Dragon dead.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
That's a lot of buzzwords.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
That is a lot of circles.
My answer is, maybe they will visit us. But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era. The era of atomic heart. 2.
Do you think there will be more lesbian robots for me to goon to? From what I remember, wasn't the first game actually just like not actually that good? I never played it. I never really paid attention to it. I just remember there were the lesbian goon bots.
Have a good hunt, Captain.
Ass! There we go, goon bots. What is with the games industry and trying to replicate BioShock? I will say visually, this is very creative.
That's right. Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale, and this time there's a greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I can still
Yo,
barely believe
Rubik's
myself.
Destiny?
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know?
It's not a giant
I felt
ball,
that
it's a
same
giant
fear,
cube.
though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness. How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Of course, even this has to have sexy lesbian robots. That's like their bread and butter now, is sexy lesbian
is yet
robots.
Another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe.
MMO.
On a massive
You
levitating cube, you can see
didn't
there,
think about
where
that,
the edges
Matt.
are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving.
The cube.
All right, let's jump into the Marvel
The
Cosmic
nozzle.
Invasion universe. The new retro beat-em-up coming to PC and consoles this holiday with multiplayer fun for up to 4 players. You can pick between 15 Marvel characters to play.
They sexy
but so
cause
far,
boner boy.
seven have been revealed.
I
Well,
shoot out of
Now
head.
it's time to meet the next two.
Awooga. Put Gwenpool in a game and I'll be like, ooh. Man. What the fuck happened to DC games, man? Marvel is just curb stomping. What the fuck does DC have? Another Batman game? Another Injustice? That's it.
This isn't hell. Oh my world. What is this place? You don't have a chance. Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy.
Yeah, Onimusha.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganyu.
That was a new look at Onimusha, Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Fuzzy, the tournament of a million punches, you'll get yourself killed!
God, yeah, that looks very accurate. There's still like a
Sick of fuzzy shit. Show me what you got.
there's still like a thin layer of like you can there's like a layer of like you can tell those aren't real. But like it's nailing it otherwise.
Don't waste my time.
Save us, Fuzzy, or we'll die!
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load. This mate ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
Yeah, get Arlo in this game.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game, In Deception We Trust.
An ancient white castle deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend. Only the chosen find their way here. Gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves and lambs. Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow. Enough theatrics, I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by booting out every wolf. Such simple rules. But there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery.
Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items, blow up opponents, poison others, place traps. Discover one of your own is a wolf.
Oh my-
Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the
Momo.
castle.
Momo. I thought you were
Now the
talking to me.
paths to victory are clear.
It took me a
You
minute
do
to
well
realize
remember.
you were what you were
Defeat and
quoting.
deduction are your
I
strongest
thought you were
weapons
talking to
in this
me. I was
game
like,
of
what?
Life or death. Your invitation awaits.
That was Killer in a 24
No, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Enix, where you compete
I
in a
am
game
not
of
an air
life or
fighter.
death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. And though it's been a while, their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait. I'm of course talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Arc Raiders.
Breathe. Let your body settle into a slower rhythm. Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends. Here, you are in control.
You know, I still prefer being stuck in this like battle royale or like the current era that we're in which everything is just kind of trying to replicate, you know, things like Fortnite or Destiny or you know, these live service games. I still prefer it to 15 years ago when everything was a military shooter, because at least there's still variety in like aesthetics.
That's right, everyone. Arc Raiders is coming October 30th, 2025 for PC and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Dune, 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 Dune. Dune is really good. Dune. Dune.
to ash, consumed by the void. Try as I might to quell their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
More soulsies. It's so crazy to me how it's so crazy to me how we really did just see one game, Dark Souls, well, really Demon Souls, but you know what I mean, just birth a whole massive genre.
Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back?
And it wasn't even like, oh, well, there's, you know, one game kind of like led to another game, and that game was also huge and very influential and yada, yada, yada. It's like almost the entirety of the Souls-like genre is just built on FromSoft.
Where your journey awaits.
And like nothing has surpassed it.
Every hero's tale begins with a trial.
This is a Hoyo thing.
But the true lead of the story has yet to emerge. Whatever's coming next will not be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came to me, filling that dark tower with light.
The closest to getting, the closest like anyone's gotten, yeah, Liza P. That's the closest any game has gotten to actually matching the developer that birthed this genre.
Worship strength and crave glory.
I never doubted that you would end up here.
I'm really curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, I've heard of this game. I didn't know what it looked like.
A rat in the vessel. Such
The vessel.
tiny nuisance. I know all your secrets. And don't
Meow! Meow! Meow!
Mio Memories in Orbit. A
Meow!
new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next is a stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand. It's called Out of Words, and I'm honored to show it to you today.
Not surprising. I think for a lot of things, like, we're putting Joker in X game, X segment. My hope is just always, like, I just don't want that to be the sole Atlas representation, because Atlas is so much more than just P5. That was very pretty.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Betrayal burns because it can only come from someone close. An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo. I work here.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabel.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
Remind them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro. Where I come from, commitment means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Don's
He's
noticed
about
your
to
answer.
teach you a lesson.
This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business.
Biggie Butana!
This family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
No, like this looks cool.
And who are you, Enzo?
I'm not like. It's the sort of thing where I'm not like jumping at the bit. It's like, oh man, I really gotta play. But
And
I
if
like
you thought that
completely
guy was a
respect it. It
stud,
looks
just
cool.
wait till you see this next game.
I'm not against.
LEGO Voyages captures the creative
I'm not
hands-on
against
spirit
playing,
of classic LEGO play and will
playing
also
one of these
support
games.
a
It's just more
friend's
so it's
pass,
like
just like Split Fiction. Here's the
I don't
first
know
ever
what.
look.
I'm not against it. I'm just. I don't know what it would take for me to make that step. You know. Take that step. That's a Duplo bot clock. That's not a Lego, that's a Duplo. Okay, this is kind of neat. This is kind of neat. Co-op Lego puzzle platformer. This is the kind of cozy game, wholesome game, whatever. This is the kind of thing that I could actually get into because it's like, this is just like creative and fun and like, I don't know. This just doesn't feel like every other. I was talking Strain 42 the other day. I have nothing against things like the Wholesome Games Direct, but it's like my eyes kind of glaze over because all those games just kind of look and feel the same.
I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up
Sandy?
with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder characters.
Why are you
And
here?
while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yee-haw!
That is such a weird pull.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most
Is this gonna
awesome,
be
most totally radical team
Dice of
adventurers
Destiny or whatever? Is
ever seen. They alone would be able to.
Oh, okay. The word dice made me think it'd be like a party game. Oh, come on. Show more than that.
It's been almost 2 years since players first stepped into the role of Geppetto's puppet to save the city of Krat from disease and puppet frenzy in Lies of P. Overture is a DLC expansion to Lies of P that transports players back in time with new characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Sorry, I just got a message.
Yes, that's right. Overture is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
I have feelings about Doki Doki.
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be. My plate's full. Plates of food. Plates of tomatoes. Plates of hay. Plates of angels. Plates of her legs. Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates and plates. The garden is lush and green, and dinner's ready.
Obey her mouth.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
Cool.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action in Blade and Soul Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
I'm gonna be honest, I zoned out for a second. What? That's not even me joking, by the way. I genuinely zoned out. I don't care. Is this a different game? Oh, that's One Punch Man. All of these fucking Korean anime MMOs. Did you hear that? You hear that guy? Someone in the audience let out a screech. Everything I hear says, don't be tricked by the charming art style. Dog shit.
Is available today.
Isn't this? Yeah.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of the Witcher.
Is this an ad for a thing that happened like 3 days ago?
Into Unreal Engine.
You're seeing me live in real time.
Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game of the Year.
That Mongilstar Dive will be exclusively on the Epic Game Store.
They said this was going to be 2 hours, right? This feels like an end of show sizzle reel. Yeah, that was just an ad for a thing that happened 3 days ago.
Unleashed genetic power across continents. Now it is up to us to nurture what we have set free, to find hope within this chaos. Well, to help life find a way.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games. 10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Looks neat.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah.
Kyle Bossman.
Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silk Song trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably.
Fuck you.
A wet one on the lips, comma, Wade.
Oh, Deadpool.
All right, let's take a look.
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah. Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah! Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism and enter a world of VR magic and wonder. You'll care for exotic pets, the elderly, and this fucking thing with hip-hop Satan. Oh, hi, don't worry, he's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit?
Cool.
I wiped my ass on this first. You're welcome. Who got the lobotomy with fries?
I like Deadpool.
All your dreams of being inside me come true in VR.
Omega Red.
Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit? I'm craving Korean barbecue now. Is that weird? Whoa!
I'm not sure how I feel about that voice acting, not in terms of like the actor, but
Neil
the direction
Patrick
felt
Harris,
a little
Deadpool.
too
All right.
understated.
Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news, the release date.
I actually really don't care about this. It's whatever, it's Dying Light. I don't. I never really cared.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
I mean, I will say that I'm glad there are games that are still very like zombies. You know, like it's just a zombie game. Because I'm not against the genre. It's just, you know, it became highly oversaturated. There's something out there. There's still a zombie game out there for people who still want to enjoy zombie games.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Whoa, Sonic. You can't say that.
There's the big news. Dying Light the Beast is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
What are we doing?
Hanging out, getting buzzed.
I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
Mom, who is it?
One moment. It's the pigs, darling.
Shit!
This year, experience a retrospective like no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out forever.
Okay.
And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night. And The Cure. I love The Cure. Experience it for yourself. Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no escaping them.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
On your guard.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready. Everyone, are you with me? We will live on in this world. No matter what hardships await. We fight for a future filled with hope. Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Cool.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Acts of Blood.
They left me with nothing. No justice, no peace. Just names on the wall. The hunt isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
What is this? What is this voice acting?
I wonder what movie this might be inspired by. I mean this with no offense whatsoever to the developer. This is the only one so far that feels like This is still too early to be shown. Like, I don't know. This just doesn't look like it's in a good enough state to me.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Hey! Oh, I was figuring, is this Scott Pilgrim? That's funny. Did they get Anamanaguchi back? Yeah! Hell yeah! This is awesome, actually. And this would be the first, like... This is, like, entirely original. That's an entirely original plot. Nothing. Like seemingly nothing to do with the original.
His fist flying in a
books.
brand new brawling adventure in EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure.
5 of their former rivals. So are we going to be teaming up with
Brian
the
Lee O'Malley.
Evil X's?
All right, we're going to be right back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
RE9?
Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around. Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
Oh, it's just gonna be thing, whatever. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Just this seems like a good spot to be quick. Titties! Hold on, now I really gotta go to the bathroom.
Since the dawn of time, humankind has been obsessed with the hard. Now, a glorious morning has dawned on something that's simply harder. Scum. Big hit alike. Witness this apogee. No fantasy. Big hit alike. Mix up pure alchemy. Lethality. Big hit alike. Big hit alike. Big hit alike. Your hard just got harder.
of me.
Did I miss anything?
At first, I thought it was just broken synapses in my head.
Keep your light speed on.
I've been seeing things. Like a part of me that's been buried down deep feels like it's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around.
I missed Scum? No.
Maybe this is the real me. Diaz, you were a good soldier. I don't want any part of your future. It's activating.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to discover Mindside when it launches on June the 10th from Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week,
yeah, James Bond.
This week we finally revealed 007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
James Bond himself.
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has arranged a high-stake poker game at the Casino Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though. He's the only wild card. Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Welcome to the VIP room here at the Casino Monarchique.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
There you have it. Hitman and 007 are coming together in a very unexpected way.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
He and Kojima were having drinks backstage.
Good to see you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent 47's next target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is, I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Haggard gave me the chance to step into the shoes of Le Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours. For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great to see you. Great stuff. All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game coming later this year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
It's Saturday night somewhere, so make some noise for LEGO Party!
I'm surprised there hasn't been one of these sooner.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by friendly krakens?
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted. And what about our amazing mini-games, Ted? We've got more of them than you can count.
More than 10?
It's actually more like 60.
Whoa, that's a lot!
With surprises around every corner, anything can happen.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party! Whoa, that is looking mighty tasty.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Danger. Reactor overload.
This feels bad.
Now their ship is flying. Is that the artifact?
Safe with me.
This'll be good.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory.
saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see. Should you fall, pray the vultures consume you before the blight does.
Ill.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
Giant enemy crab. Solo dev with 49 friends. Yep, yeah, exactly. Christ. That's some fucking body horror. Like, Jesus Christ. Look at that dick. Oh, I don't like this. Never mind, I like it.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's most anticipated shooters, with its previous beta amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and 3 million players in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot powerful mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting for.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation to advance its Project Enterprise.
Get up and run, Jesus. That is soon.
In this next title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Mechanical is approaching.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join is no more.
Whatever it takes, we find a way.
Chibi effect. Chibi effect.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise that I think we all know very well. Please check this out.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Happy birthday.
RE9, RE9, RE9. Are we going back to Raccoon City?
Birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。カプコン竹内です。皆様のおかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございます。さてお待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、
RE9
もう少しだけ、あと瞬きするぐらいの間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
RE9. Damn it!
I need a glass of wine too. All right.
Well, is that
Thank
the
you,
first time they've
Takeuchi-san,
acknowledged
for that
it,
very
at
special
least?
message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
WWE? What the fuck is this?
Let's rumble.
Alex! Okay, this is funny. This is funny.
Street Fighter 6.
Ah, that's great. That is great. That is a great way of revealing it.
Flag time, baby. Julia's ring. Get 'em, y'all.
This looks like a TF2. Glenn, everything needs to have damage numbers because it makes players feel like they're actually doing something.
Countdown begins.
Honestly, for real though, I do think that it makes players feel like they're actually doing damage. It's just a psychological thing. It also could just be, stylistic thing, but I think it's a psychological thing. Most of all.
Adios.
Wish list now.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting later this year. Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game developed in China by Lenzi, Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
I was thinking it's been like an hour since the last Souls game, We need another one.
Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
Yeah, we'll say this looks cool.
What will it take to finally awaken you?
Gotta rescue them. This is what we gotta protect. We cannot choose when people's dreams get snatched up out here.
Find Rizzo, find Master Kill, find Jizzle, find Method, find Recon, you find Capital, find Ghostface Killer.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
Find them.
Okay, damn.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment.
52-member, solo developer with 52 friends.
Housing and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP all weekend long.
My calling takes me far from home.
I'm kind of surprised this
where
game is
shared
still
struggles
getting
form
support.
fast bonds.
Like, I remember when this came out. I was like in the middle of high school.
Their greatest weakness, me. My story.
My story, my story is yours.
I'm sorry. Why the fuck? Why the fuck do all of these games look the exact fucking same? Why do they all look like this? True, but like I've actually like look at all of these fucking Korean anime games and I actually get them confused.
You're never gonna guess what happened.
So in the audience thought it was like, oh, new Switch 2 game, and it's just Cyberpunk.
And I met Johnny Silverhand. Chip. Long story.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Ooh. It's like German expressionist, not exactly rubber hose.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon. Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
Well, I mean, it's still rubber hose. It's just not like the stereotypical rubber hose that you think of.
Delusional. It won't always be so easy. You still look a little unwell.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Split in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends, and 20 million of you played with us. Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2.
On Twitter.
Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Just look at that water placement. Expertly done. This is the
Oh, man.
The movement is so fluid, so fast, you can't stop it, you can't catch!
And to complete the comeback, he's going to try. He shoots, he gets the kill. Now that's how you portal. They're not done yet.
Yep, I just pulled up Twitter. There are... oh, shit. Oh, yeah, there are. Yeah, people are.
Oh my god.
This is Split Game.
Everything about that man felt so dude bro. Oh, that was great. Everything about that guy. Holy shit.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Ooh! 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 I've heard that noise before.
Got a name?
Mako. Daito.
Daito. A Jap then, huh?
Don't I look like one?
You're not? So, what are you then?
Shana. 俺が知りてえや。
Oh, mixed race? Stranger than heaven. Holy shit. That looked awesome. Hell yeah.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely
I wonder
on
why they
their
changed it from 15 to 43.
All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you.
Sid the
who've been
Science
waiting.
Kid.
Today, we've showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored
Sid the Science Kid.
that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
I have a friend for this.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. This is about the report you asked for yesterday. It'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
He doesn't want me close to the mic.
Stay close.
The hell is this?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Our scared him.
There you have it. Resident Evil Requiem.
They were fucking with you.
And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom, where we'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th. Resident Evil Requiem marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement.
RE9.
Glad we kept it a surprise. All right. That's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing
that's
of all the digital
awesome.
events this weekend. You can watch and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest
That is
Play Days
awesome.
taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Let's go. Resident Evil 9. Holy shit. Holy fuck, man. That was great. That was great. No. Put the music back on. Yeah, no, that was really good. That was really good. That was really good. Man, that hat, man. That hat. Holy shit. Everything about that guy screamed, dude, bro. Really funny. Anyway. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. There's some good shit in there. Not anything, not a ton that's like for, you know, I would want to cover on the channel, other than like, I don't know. Great, was it Greater Than Heaven? Is that the new name? Whatever it is. Overall, though, pretty good. Stranger Than Heaven. That's what it is. Stranger Than Heaven. Tim Schafer. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, ultimately. Genuinely some cool stuff in there. Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make some spaghetti. I'm gonna go make some spaghetti and eat it, and then I'm gonna play Deltarune because I gotta at least finish chapter 3 tonight. Come on, like. Well, I will probably be back for Sunday for the Xbox Game Showcase and the inevitable P4 remake. Yeah. See you guys Sunday. Bye-bye. Maybe sooner. I don't know what's happening tomorrow. If something catches my interest, I'll make an announcement or whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys at least on Sunday. Okay? Bye-bye.